Hey guys, welcome back to Mobility with Dr. Josh. I'm Dr. Josh, and today we're going to be talking about hips and how to get them more mobile. I know for me, occasionally I'll actually get pain in the front of my hips when I squat. Really unfortunate, doesn't feel very good, but with the routine that I'm going to show you, it effectively eliminates it. And even if you don't get pain with squats or whatever you happen to be doing and you don't get pain in your hips, it will still improve the mobility of them to quite a significant degree so that you can do whatever lift you need to do without feeling tight. So without further ado, let's hop right to it. I'm actually going to have you start on your back today. And we're actually just going to start with some relaxation. One of the things that can be helpful to do is to try to engage your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the system that deals with rest and digest, and it helps just calm down your muscles, your nervous system. And the way we're going to do that is just through some diaphragmatic breathing. I'm going to have you inhale, take a deep breath in, and for diaphragmatic breathing, you want the expansion to be in your stomach and rib cage. You don't really want it to be in your upper chest. So let's do about 3 of those. So inhale. And just breathe out slow, don't force it out. Let's do one more. Good. The next thing we're gonna do is help to decrease some of the sensitivity of the hips if you do have any pain or if they are really tight. We're gonna do that through a technique called contract relax. Let's start by bringing your right knee up. Bring it as far as you can, and then once you can't go anymore, see if you can grab onto the front of your knee and just pull it towards you. And you want to pull until either you feel a stretch in the back of basically your butt, or feel a little bit of discomfort in your hip. And if you do feel some discomfort in the front of your hip, just back off a little bit and then put your hands on the front of your thigh, and you're going to do an isometric contraction. You're basically going to push your knee and your hand together. So my knee's pushing this way and my hands are pushing that way against each other. So let's do that. And relax. Let's do 2 more. Push. And relax. Push. And relax. Take your hands, bring your legs down a little bit, pull them back up. See if you can pull them a little bit further this time, and then actively try to keep your knee there. Don't let it come down. So pull it up, and we're going to do the contract relax. Push and relax. Push and relax. Push and relax. Same thing. Bring your leg down again, pull it back up, see if you can pull it even further. Try to keep your knee there actively, so use the muscles in the front of your thigh to try to keep it there. Push and relax. Push and relax. Push and relax. Let that leg down, kind of shake it out side to side if you need to. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bring your knee up far as you can, then use your hands to pull until either you feel that discomfort in the glutes or the front of your hip. Push and relax. Push, relax, push, and relax. Use your hands, guide your leg down a little bit. Pull it back, see if you can go a little bit further. As you do this, keep the leg that's on the ground nice and straight. You want to contract the muscles through there and keep it firm. You don't want to just flopping around like a wet noodle. All right, so we're up here. Use your hands, push, relax, push, relax, push, relax. All right, one more. Let the leg down, pull it back up, high as you can without pain. right there. Actively keep your knee there. Push, relax. The higher you pull it, the harder it's gonna be. Push, relax, push, and relax. Let it down and go ahead and shake it out if you need to. All right. Place your feet flat on the mat. We're gonna do a hip rotation movement now. Cross your right foot totally over your left leg. Use that right leg to drag it over like so. We're gonna hold here. Do a couple of those diaphragmatic breaths that we did earlier. Let's do a couple of those. We're gonna start to do some contract relax now. How this is gonna work, the knee that's being crossed over. So in this case, my left leg is going to be pushing up against this leg. So this knee is pushing up against this thigh, that direction, all right? So use this leg, push up. The weight of this leg is going to resist it from moving, and relax. Push, relax. You should find that after each time that you do this, your legs go down a little bit further, and that's the magic of contract and relax. Use this leg, push up, and relax. Push up, relax, push, and relax. Do a couple diaphragmatic breaths here. I think I'll just say deep breaths just to save on syllables. Good. All right, slowly bring your knees to center. Cross your left foot over your right side. Drag it down. Okay. It's all right if your opposite hip comes off the ground. My hips are tight, so I can't keep my right sit bones on the ground. That's okay. Let's do a couple breaths here. Same thing we did on the other side. You're gonna use this right leg now. So the leg that's on the bottom, you're gonna push up against this knee, all right? So this leg's gonna be acting as a barrier. So push up and relax. Push up, relax, push, relax, push, relax, push, relax. Do a couple deep breaths here. All right, slowly bring your legs up to center. Drop them side to side if you need to just even them out a little bit. And once you're ready, go ahead and roll onto your side and then come up and onto all fours here. And we're gonna do another exercise that's going to help mobilize the hips and the capsule for your hips. All your joints are kind of surrounded by a ligamentous capsule, so we're gonna work to try to mobilize it best that we can. You're gonna be in all fours. What you're gonna do is, I'm shifting my hips laterally that way, so towards you. I'm shifting out, and you should feel that stretch right in the side of the hip. So go as far as you can, and then come back. We're gonna do 10 of those. If you want to coordinate breathing along with this, you can exhale as you're going down to the side, and then inhale as you're going up. I think we're at 6 here. 7. This is usually a pretty intense sensation. I mean, when I'm going out to the side, it pretty much feels like my thigh is about to explode out of my hip, which is great. Not literally, but the sensation is great. All right, one more. Good. All right, we're gonna do the other side. I'm gonna face this way just so if the angle was a little bit off, maybe this helps a little bit. So here, now my hips are gonna go to the left, just until I feel that intense pull on the left. And don't forget, you can coordinate your breath. It can be a little more effective that way. And I always lose count. I think we're at 5. Let's call this 5. Halfway. We're gonna do 5 more. 6. And as with everything else, you can try to push a little bit further and further each time. All right, one more here. Excellent. All right, so that's a good way to work out the hips there. We're going to go onto all fours again. And what you're going to do, let's see, what's the best angle here? Let's go this way. You're gonna bring your right foot forward, so you're in this half kneel position. Bring your hands so that they're on the inside of your foot. Now you may already feel a stretch with this, all right? I kind of feel a stretch in my right buttock, and you wanna hold here. Let's do a couple deep breaths. If you want to add a little bonus, you can actually shift that left leg back, and not only will you feel your right glute more, but you'll get a bonus hip flexor stretch, which is pretty nice. Why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? All right, so the contract and relax is gonna work like this. Your knee is gonna be pushing that way. My shoulder is the barrier. So I'm using my knee, I'm pushing that way. So push and relax. Push, we're gonna do 5 of these. Relax. If you can, try to sink lower and lower. Push, relax. My hips are kind of tight. If you can, there's a reasonable chance you could be even more mobile than I am. It's certainly not hard to do. And then you can go onto your forearms, but I can't do that. Push and relax. Very good. Couple breaths here. Try to breathe into the restriction. Guide your breath to where you feel it tighten, and then as you exhale, just imagine it just loosening up, just liquefying. All right, we're gonna come out of it. I'm gonna face this way in case the angle wasn't great. Now I'm gonna bring my left foot forward. Hands are gonna go on the inside of my foot. If you do get a little bit of a pinch, turn your foot out, kick your knee out, and that should help a little bit. Doesn't have to be necessarily as violent as I just did, but just do what you can. You might have to kind of work around with it to find a position where it's not terribly painful. But usually turning your foot out and bringing your knee out will help. All right, so we're here. Knee is pushing this way now. So push and relax. Push and relax. You can bring that other knee back if you want that bonus stretch. Push and relax. See if you can get a little deeper. Push, relax. Couple more. And push, relax. Couple deep breaths. Great. Come on up. Next mobility exercise is pretty much well, it's basically a pigeon pose. If you're not familiar with that, it's a yoga move. Best way to get into this is to get into that half kneel position again. Put your feet on the ground and then so if I'm using my right foot is in front, just kind of slide it and then drop your knee down to the mat. So you're in this kind of figure 4 position here, all right? And then you're going to likely feel this on the right side of the butt. Hold it,
Couple deep breaths. And we're going to do contract, relax. The mechanism for this, you're going to use your foot to dig it down into the floor. The floor is your resistance now. All right, so push into the ground and relax. See if you can go a little deeper. Push, relax. See if you can go into your forearms if you want. Push, relax, push, relax, push, relax. Couple deep breaths. Again, just try to guide the breath into that restricted area. And come on up. We'll switch sides. I'll change my angle. So now, if I'm in a half lunge here, I'm sliding my foot over, letting my knee drop. Your foot might drift back, that's fine. And then we start here. And I feel that right through my glute there. Couple deep breaths. And we'll start to do the contract, relax. Foot is gonna dig down into the floor. Push, relax, push, relax. Go down to your forearms if you can. Push, relax, push, relax. Last one, push and relax. Finish it off with a couple deep breaths. Breathe into that restriction. All right. That is the end of the mobility routine. So now your hip should be feeling pretty mobile now, but we're not done. We gotta do one more thing to lock it in. Like I said in a previous video, mobility gives you a window of opportunity to do exercises that are ordinarily difficult for you. So for this, for people that do have hip mobility restrictions or pain, a lot of times squats are difficult. You don't have to do squats, you can do lunges or whatever happens to be difficult, but we're gonna finish off with 20 squats just to lock it in. Deep squats, so going down and up. Try to go as deep as you can. You probably will find that you go way deeper than you ordinarily do. You want to retrain your brain and your motor patterns to become accustomed to this new deeper squat pattern that you've developed after doing this mobility drill. I've lost count. Of course, let's do, I don't know, 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really try to go low if you can. And a bonus. All right, I hope you enjoyed that routine. That should help if you do have that pinchy sensation in your hips or if you just feel like they're tight. As with all mobility, if you find that your hips are something that's restricted, this is a video that will be good for you to return to pretty regularly to help with that. And if you find that you're tight in other areas, I'm going to be posting videos for mobility for pretty much every joint of the body. So stay tuned for future videos that I put out if you want to be updated on when they come out. Definitely subscribe, and until next time, guys, I will see you then.